Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use, for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting.
Definitely, most definitely off the back, I'm back with another exclusive video. This particular video right here is of that man Munchie B and my boy Philly B, you know what I'm saying, out of San Francisco, you feel me, on a No Jumper podcast. Look, man, the title, you see what it is. It's my reaction video to this. You know what I'm saying? Bro would not do podcasting with Crip Mac 4xtra at all, which is understandable, but I feel like he really got some personal things he can't get over because of the homie and all this. But you know what I'm saying, hey, it is what it is though, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? This here's my reaction video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Meanwhile, me peoples, let's jump right off into the video.
If you would do a pod with 4xtra and you had like a long drawn out answer, but I like through the intoxication it wasn't really coming through. Now that you're sober.
No, I wouldn't know 4xtra.
What y'all neighborhoods don't get along or something?
You could say that.
My hood don't typically we don't do with the neighborhood Crips and all that little shit, but it ain't that they from neighborhood Crip. It's just it's a person thing with him though. You know
because 4xtra was claiming to have 10 knockouts in a row or whatever, or to have won all these fights in a row. And Munchie's one of the main people that was calling it into question and saying that he didn't believe it.
Well, I let him live though. You can tell whatever stories you want to, but when he start telling it about the homeboy, I'm like, man, you tripping. You feel me? Like, but the homie don't play the internet. He don't, even that he out right now, like he not with the clout shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I spoke for the homie, you know what I'm saying? If he would have never said that, I would have never said nothing about him, period. I would have just let him talk about the 10 people he beat up in a row and all that shit. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Long as you don't talk about my homies, I mean, if it's true, then it's true. If he whooped the homie ass. But nah, we ain't doing that. But no, it ain't a 40 Crip thing. It's a him thing. Oh, hell no. I'm cool off that shit.
Is it about that, or is it also more just like his energy? Because he's super aggressive.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a him thing. It's a him thing.
But you know, as males though, when we see another aggressive man, you know it's gonna rub off some type of way.
Yeah. But I think he still me and him ain't never crossed paths in our past or nothing like that. But I think he might he wouldn't want to sit down with me either.
He wouldn't. I feel like you would be way closer to being down to sit down with somebody that you've traditionally been enemies with than him. I don't think he's anywhere near ready for that.
I just certain people I ain't got no interest. Like Crip Mac, no interest. 4xtra, no interest. It ain't that many. I'm just like, it's X'd out. I wouldn't do it though. But they'll too work. No, I'm cool. As far as podcast, because how many other podcasters that be? I say I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Because you sat down with Brick.
Yeah, Brick straight. Before our podcast, before Brick podcast, we was talking about doing one together.
Like even you and Spider, like when you guys were getting along, y'all ain't supposed to get along really, but you got along. You feel me? Like, so that shows that you're able to look past that shit and are mature about these kind of things.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to prove at all. I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
I just, Donnie, I just sent you the title. We didn't do the title until right now, so.
I ain't got nothing to prove or whatever, but you know, but I wouldn't be interested in, hell no.
That'd be a big one. We have to work towards that.
Nah, I don't do shit for
You know, Adam gonna always throw his little slick comments in there, but it's no way impossible that, you know what I'm saying, that will be a type of collab. And that's why I think he also added Crip Mac too, though, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? They extra'd out, you know what I'm saying, in their own way, and they ain't going for it, though, you feel me? I feel like even when Brett do other stuff with different people, like, you know what I'm saying, the Spider Lokes, you see how that ended, and even the Brick Babies, you know what I'm saying, he have his way of still stating his little factuals or what he feel, and I mean, Brick Baby, you know what I'm saying, that's how Brick Baby handled it, you know what I'm saying, that's how Spider Loke handled it. For Sholey, you know what I'm saying, that boy 4xtra, he ain't going for it, and anything that's said disrespectful in any type of way, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna address it, man, and that's just how he is, though, you feel me?
Though.
Right.
Yeah. It gotta make sense, and then it gotta be like a respect there. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna just do it because me and Crip, me and what's his name, 4xtra, it'd be viral or whatever. Like I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind interviewing, but he wouldn't do it though. X4. I'd do X4. I interview him, but I know he wouldn't do it though. You know what I'm saying? Well, he like 23.
He's super young.
Yeah,
he's super young.
He ain't there before. And then
but what if he would do it to just get at the people in his hood that have an issue with him? What if he was like, well, I'm gonna piss y'all off?
I'd do it. That being a reason or without it. I'd do it with X4, but I would, with him, no. I was cool with KS. That's resting now.
Yep.
Yeah, me and KS is in the county on everything. Like, you know the name, like I'm a neighborhood nigga and the honor that. He was on that band from the gang. Yeah, me and KS is straight. No, it just my energy don't match with certain people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Fuck
We
that.
got that out the way.
Yeah.
So Frisco Philly B, I hate to like have you come in and then you're just overwhelmed with gang politics, which is something. So we do that sometimes here, but
I'm used to it, man.
What's on your mind?
Frisco's gang. Oh, it's gang out there, bro.
We cool,
He's retired.
Exactly. I'm retired. I'm away from it now.
See, but what I don't understand, like Bay Area dudes be like, we ain't with the gang banging. You know what I'm saying? I know they more player up there.
It's players and
turfs, blocks.
Like,
that's gang banging. What y'all doing?
It's exactly the same. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it's exactly the same, except that in LA there's cards or like bigger umbrella things.
The gang culture out here is bigger, like than out there. I would say, it's much bigger. But out there it do get a little reckless though.
Okay,
that people don't really talk about.
For sure.
So seminary, Acorn, bro, Ghost Town,
that's
Oakland.
Shit.
No, I'm saying all this because I've been in jail in a pen with some Bay Area dudes. And then you got these areas that don't get along with these areas. You know what I'm saying?
Acorns for sure.
The heights and you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, but they got ops. That's gang banging. So Acorn projects don't get along with this place.
That's the only project in Oakland. So they didn't there before.
There's 6'5" Bill, 6'5" Bill,
I'm talking about the whole Bay Area though. Like y'all be having them type of turf wars, right?
Yeah. Neighborhood wars, yeah.
That's gang banging.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but the difference is
in a different way though.
Yeah, because there's not the same structure. It don't like go back to a bigger umbrella, like you said. You feel me? It's not like all these people are underneath.
But so that shit, like what is it? Like Stubby and Case and all that shit.
Stubby and Case.
Is that like the equivalent of Blood and Crip kind of out there almost, where there's mad neighborhoods that fall under it?
Okay, for sure.
How they kind of.
But now they doing numbers up there. They got the 1s, 2s, 3s. People claiming 1s, the 2s.
Okay.
The 4s, the 5s, all that type of shit.
They're cracking trays, cracking
all that type of shit.
That's when it gets super confusing when you're reading about like New York, Brooklyn type shit, and it's like, oh, they got woos and chos, and then you figure out that the woos got Crips, but they also got all kinds of other shit.
People got to remember the whole culture of gangbanging and where it really originated from the beginning. You feel me? Where a game came from. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about the rapper. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying a lot of it started from the Bay Area. You feel me? And Black Panthers and all that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you feel me? We ain't gang banging now. It's a sort of sensitivity of some type of, you know what I mean? People doing what they doing like a Chicago style, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Or whatnot, you feel me? But I feel like that's just people adopting certain cultures and, being on that type of time. And them YA babies that got that cracking like that, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And, basically, it migrated to the streets. And at the end of the day, that's what it is, though. Now, you feel me? It's just a little bit different.
Under that umbrella, like, oh, okay, you've officially made it too complicated for the average person to pay attention.
That's what the Bay Area is like. Hybrid gangs nowadays, 100% is way more like with the New York shit than it is LA Bloods and Crips.
Out here is the older cats out here really into it, like the 40-year-olds gang banging. Yeah. Out there, you ain't gonna see no 40-year-olds gang banging in the Bay Area.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna see that.
That's so weird.
That's why
they just turn it off at some point.
Except for the Mexicans.
Exactly. It's deep out there, Norteños and Serranos.
See, the Bay Area cats, they push with the Bloods in the pen, Bloody Waters.
I can't say how it is in the pen, but I can definitely agree to the Bloody Water situation. You know what I'm saying? Old school CY days rocking though heavily. You know what I'm saying? So it's truth to that right there, you feel me? And on the flip side too, hopefully it's some other videos though, you feel me? That way we can see my boy Philly B, you know what I'm saying, pop his stuff though, do his thing though, you feel me? And everything like that, you dig what I'm talking about?
Honcho, I was rich then, but you ain't even know it like Rocco. We don't keep score, we just keep on scoring.